Hi all, it's Gena, Korea. When I was in school, I studied slavery, but I didn't feel the full horror of it. Something happened that's making me wonder why I did not feel the full horror of it. I knew it was wrong, it was obviously wrong, but I didn't feel it. The other day, I was wandering around the house doing this and that, putting a load of wash in and dusting, that kind of stuff. And I was listening to a book, a history book by Edward Batiste on The Half Has Never Been Told, on slavery and the making of capitalism in the U.S. I was just listening, and as I listened, he suddenly used the term forced labor camp. And I stopped in my tracks. There were throughout the South forced labor camps, and he described them in meticulous and horrifying detail. Torture was brutal in the camps, and it was routine. It was a way of getting more work out of the human beings who were held captive in this forced labor camp. I felt the horror listening to that term. Growing up, I had heard the term plantation. There were plantations where slaves lived, and I had some images that were romantic even. Spanish moss hanging from trees. Slaves singing spirituals. That somehow this removed the horror from what was actually going on. I'm saying this because I'm beginning to think that learning, maybe it can't happen without feeling. Maybe there are certain things you cannot learn unless you feel them. That feeling is a precondition to really learning and knowing the truth. And we've got to get to the truth. We've got to get to the truth of what we did in this country. It won't change. We will live in misery unless we face the truth. And we will cause misery to so many unless we stop denying and look at the truth. So help me with this, will you? Help me figure this out. What keeps us from feeling the truth? Is it words, plantation, or forced labor camp? Images? What keeps us from feeling the truth? And I'll say more about this later, but I think we got to stay away from condemnation and blaming and all of that stuff right now, because we need to feel, and we can't feel if we armor ourselves up to keep from feeling. So let's be good to each other and do this hard, important work. Okay, till the next time. I'll see you then.